How likely for every Nintendo franchise to have a movie, TV or animated series? This video is part 2 of me talking about this, but the order of which video you watch first doesn't matter, so if you're interested you can check out part 1 after this video. The games I'm going to talk about are the ones that have a character in Super Smash Bros, and I'm going to start off the list with the games that 99% won't have any kind of solo adaptation, then continue in alphabetical order. These games are Dr. Mario, Ice Climber, Rob, and Wii Fit. I don't think anyone would be surprised if these games never get a solo project. Aside from Ice Climber, I don't know how they could even make a story out of these. They could appear as cameos though. Does anyone know if Dr. Mario and Mario are the same or different people? Because if they are different, I would like to see Dr. Mario appear in the Super Mario Bros. Movie sequel. Anyway, let's talk about games that have more than 1% chance of having a movie. Highly unlikely. Paper Mario. Unlike the 4 games I've already mentioned, Paper Mario is much more popular. The latest game, Paper Mario: The Origami King, came out in 2020 and has sold more than 3 million copies. Then in 2024, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which is a remaster, released and sold more than 2 million. To be honest, I thought the Paper Mario series sold more. What could happen is Paper Mario appearing in the Mario movie as a cameo or even a major character, since there is a game where Mario and Luigi team up with Paper Mario. An animated series would also fit well with Paper Mario, but I just don't think he's popular enough, so I'm going to put it in possibly. Pikmin. Since Pikmin released on the Switch, it has gained much more recognition. Pikmin 4 released in 2023 and has sold more than 3 million copies, being the most sold game in the series. There's also a mobile game that came out in 2021 and is still active to this day. Though Pikmin has undoubtedly risen in sales and popularity, it is nowhere near the point of getting a movie. An animated series is more likely, but I can't put it higher than possibly. Pokemon. Apparently Detective Pikachu 2 is already confirmed, so I don't think there will be any Pokemon movie. An anime already exists and it has 1,300 episodes. It's definitely possible for there to be a movie about Pokemon with Pokemon trainers that have more than 10 seconds of screen time, as well as a TV series. Pokemon is the highest grossing game franchise in the world. It has generated nearly $100 billion since its inception in 1996. I just don't think it's necessary, so I'm going to put it in possibly. Punch-Out! I can imagine a good story with Punch-Out. The main character, Little Mac, climbs the rank of the Boxing Association despite his short height. It could be a serious story with goofy moments, but as you all probably know, this is unlikely to happen. The last game came out on the Wii in 2009. There's also already so many boxing movies and anime, it will be hard for Punch-Out to stand out, so highly unlikely. Splatoon, a relatively new franchise for Nintendo that already has 3 games and a 4th one that's most likely to come out. Both Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 have sold over 10 million copies each and is showing no signs of slowing down. But I can't see Nintendo making a movie or TV series out of Splatoon. I don't think it has a compelling enough story, and it definitely won't be live action because that would just look weird. An animated series on the other hand is more understandable. There's already a manga with 16 volumes, so it can be an adaptation of that or something completely new. Either way, it won't be surprising if it happened considering the sales and popularity, so I'm putting it in probably.
3, 2, 1.
Star Fox. There's potential for Star Fox to have a really good story. It would be like Star Wars or Star Trek but with more focus on dogfights. It also could work as a movie, TV series or animated series. Sadly, any adaptation is unlikely to happen. In 2016, Star Fox Zero was released, and it sold less than 1 million copies. I don't know why Nintendo hasn't ported this to the Switch, but because of this game's massive failure, there hasn't been a new game since. Plus, it would cost more to make a Star Fox show when all the characters are animals. Highly unlikely. Super Mario Bros. I'm going to be talking about what I think could happen in the sequel. In the end credits of the first movie, it shows a Yoshi egg, so that character will be there. I think Bowser Jr. will appear along with the Koopalings to save Bowser. From there, the story can expand to space where they can introduce Rosalina, or stay on the same planet and introduce Daisy or some other character. In my opinion, Mario Galaxy would be better as a third movie since the scope would be the biggest. Like I said earlier in the video, Paper Mario could appear as well. Either way, I wouldn't mind, but I hope that Bowser turns into Dry Bowser at some point. Super Smash Bros. The ultimate Nintendo crossover that frankly should stay as a game. The current major Nintendo movies are Detective Pikachu, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and the upcoming The Legend of Zelda movie, but each movie's art style is different. Pikachu is semi-realistic, Mario is Illumination, and Link is live action. You could just make it all one type of style, but then there's the story. The Avengers were successful because each movie before it was building up to the Avengers. If there's no build-up, you become like DC. There's also the fact that Smash is not the type of game that emphasizes the story. It would probably be bad if it happened, so I don't think it could go higher than possibly. Wario, another IP associated with the Mario series. To be honest, I don't think there's going to be a solo Wario project. I'm pretty sure Wario will be in the Mario movie, but Wario isn't popular enough for his own show. There are a surprising amount of games though. There are 8 platformers, the last one came out in 2008, 14 WarioWare games that release every couple of years. They are cheaper games to make, but half of them don't even sell a million. I don't think it's out of the question, so possibly.
The future is ours to decide.
Xenoblade Chronicles. This might be Nintendo's most story-heavy franchise. Just to make things clear, I'm not including Xenogears and Xenosaga. If there is an adaptation, a TV or animated series would be the best because these games take more than 50 hours just to finish the story. If it had to be a movie, Xenoblade Chronicles X would be the best since there's less story than the other 3. I'm talking like it's going to get an adaptation, but the series' average sales is several million short for even a consideration. It has gotten more attention, so I'm going to put it in possibly. Yoshi. What I have to say about Yoshi is mostly the same as Wario, the difference being that there are less games but sell slightly more on average, and I think Yoshi is a bit more popular than Wario. It's already going to be in the next movie. Technically, they are already in the first movie though. Other than that, there's nothing else to say. Possibly. Bayonetta. I'm putting this franchise at the end because though Nintendo is the publisher, Bayonetta is owned by Sega and is developed by Platinum Games. There's already an anime movie called Bayonetta Bloody Fate in 2013, and if there will be another adaptation, an animated one is basically the only option. Something like Devil May Cry would be good. I don't think Bayonetta would translate well in live action. Since DMC and Bayonetta are similar and are even created by the same person, Hideki Kamiya, I can imagine Bayonetta getting the same treatment. This might be a stretch considering the sales, but I'm putting it in probably. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you enjoyed it, please give a like and subscribe. If you disagree, leave a comment and I hope to see you in another video.